So, what do you mean by RTI and how can you use it as a tool against those who are sitting and working in the government and yet not doing their duties? These people could be government officers, police, and all those who are involved in the government. It includes the parliament, judiciary, and the executive. In this video, I will be talking about how you can, firstly, what is an RTI, a basic introduction to an RTI, and then how can you use it as a tool against such people. The process of filing an RTI I will have in another video. uh, Firstly, for those of you who know what RTI is, I request you to have a look at the timestamp and skip to the portion where I'm going to be talking about how you can use it as a tool against the people who are not doing their duties. Very briefly, let us talk about what do you mean by RTI. The RTI Act 2005 gave the public the power to question the working of the executive, executive, legislature, and the judiciary. Uh, in simple words, we are tax-paying citizens, and those working in the government departments and all public servants, including the executive, the judiciary, and those sitting in the legislature, all come under the ambit of this act. Although there are certain exceptions, and exceptions are defined under Section 8A, Section 9, Section 24(1), and Section 24(4). These sections talk about what does not come under the RTI, and it can be defined under Section 2F of the RTI Act. Please have a look at it, and that is what basically it means. Now, in very simple words, as I've just said, it gives you the power, it gives an ordinary citizen the power to question the functioning of an officer if you feel that the officer has not done his duty properly, or he has not done what he's supposed to do, what he's the salary that he's drawing, the taxpayer salary that he's drawing, if he's not doing his duties. Therefore, it gives an RTI gives you the power to question that particular officer. What does what can you use using an RTI? You can seek information from a government and other public authorities. You can inspect their documents. You can ask questions about the functioning of any particular department, take certified copies of that, and of course take sample materials as well. You can inspect the documents as well as take certified copies of that. Why is it so important? I'll come to how you can use it as a tool. So now you've basically understood that RTI gives the power to an ordinary citizen to question any officer. It does include the district courts as well, the Honorable Supreme Court as well, and even the Chief Justice of India, as the Supreme Court has just said in a recent judgment. Okay, now we have understood what exactly do you mean by an RTI. Now the process I'm going to be discussing in another video. Now, firstly, what to do if you feel that you have a problem and you need an answer. Firstly, you have to identify the department. After you've identified the department, you have to file an RTI to the public information officer in that department. Uh, that then after you write an RTI, then the officer has to respond to you within the next 30 days. If the response of the officer is not satisfactory, if you think that you're not satisfied with it, or if the officer does not respond to you, you have the power to appeal. You can write your first appeal after the expiry of 30 days. If again your first appeal is not answered, then you have the power to file a second appeal and go to the State Information Commission or the Central Information Commission. There you can put your grievances that so and so was asked, either it was unsatisfactory or it was not answered. 30 days are supposed to be is the time limit when a public information officer has to reply to your RTI. But in cases of life and liberty of an individual, this information must be provided within 48 hours. So now we have actually understood that there is a prescribed fee. When you write an RTI, you have to pay a fee of 10 rupees. It can be, if you file it online, it can be paid online. If you are sending it by post, you can always use a 10 rupee stamp. There are there are things that come, so you can actually use those stamps and you can buy those stamps and just attach it with your application, and therefore it will be considered as if you have paid the fee. Now, how you can use the RTI? Very important thing, and please listen to it very carefully. Let us imagine in a particular state, uh, let's establish a fact that because guns have been issued to a lot of people, which has increased in the last few years, and which has also led to increase in crime, increase of shootings, and also a killing of innocent animals, hunting as well. So all these, if we understand this fact that all these things have increased in a particular area, and the reason for that is uh, licenses. The guns have been issued to so many people, which do not which may not deserve them, and which have just obtained them by using unfair means. What do? You write, uh, you write to let us consider the fact that the district collector in every district, the collector has the power to issue a gun license. Let us assume that. Now, in that particular states, if there are 4 districts, you write to every district collector, I wish to ask the information on the following points. Gun licenses issued between the period of 2017 to 18, between 18 to 19, 19 to 20, 20 to 21. Just ask him the number of licenses issued, and that's it. Looking forward to your response. Thank you so much. The response that you will get is that in the year 2017-18, maybe gun license issued were less, and they increased drastically over the years. Now you have something in your with you in writing from that particular officer that yes, the licenses have been merely distributed. Now this can be used if you wish to, if you feel that there is a bribery that has taken place, if the people who have obtained the gun license is using any unfair means, and if you wish to get that officer, if you wish to file a case against that, against all those collectors, action has to be taken, because they are the ones who have issued gun license without following the proper protocols or without the following the proper paperwork. Then of course, after we have those facts in our favor, then we can use them and again try and get the certified copy of so and so people who have obtained licenses. After we get the applications, if after, because on the basis of that fact we can of course take action. Later on, the next step could be, after we have the facts and figures, we can go ahead and get the applications of such people. Now when we get the applications of such people, it could be found out that उनकी एप्लीकेशन जो है उसमें कहीं ना कहीं कमी होगी, बिकॉज कई सारी चीजें पॉइंट्स कंसिडर किए जाते हैं. इंडिया इज वन ऑफ द टफेस्ट कंट्रीज जहाँ पे गन इशू लाइसेंस मिलना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल होता है. तो हम उनकी एप्लीकेशन की सर्टिफाइड कॉपी हमारे पास आ जाएगी, एंड देन वी कैन जस्ट सी जो ओरिजिनल एप्लीकेशन होगी उनकी, वो प्रिजर्व्ड होगी, हमारे पास उनकी कॉपी आ गई. देन वी कैन prove that in any court of law that see, gun license issues have been issued. The application, these are the certified copy of the applications, and all of them are they are not worthy enough to get the gun license. So why have the collectors in these states issued them gun licenses? This could be a strong evidence against such government officer that see, they have it is there is a reason to believe that they have taken bribes, and it is absolutely clear they have actually distributed the gun licenses. And secondly, जो जो उनकी एप्लीकेशंस हैं उनमें डिफेक्ट्स हैं, कमियां हैं, वो हमें पता करी जा सकती हैं आफ्टर वी हैव दीज टू थिंग्स, द स्टैटिस्टिक्स एंड द कॉपी ऑफ द एप्लीकेशंस. सो आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड. नाउ if you feel that any particular department is not doing its duty, therefore we can just write to that particular department seeking information. Very smartly we can just seek a particular information, and after we have that thing, then we can go ahead and file a case against such a particular person, file a complaint against such a particular person. So this is probably one of the ways by which you can gather evidence against anyone who's sitting in the government and not working properly. Or you can actually question the working of any department, that what has happened. So I hope these that I have been able to explain you that what do you mean by an RTI, the application, the format of an application. I will just make another video for that. If you wish to file an application to any officer working in the central government, you can do that online. For that, the name of the website I will mention in the description below. Let me see if I have it in front of me. It is rtionline.gov.in. So any central government officer, you can just file it online, and you can file it online in other cases as well. So in the next video, I will just try and share the format of an RTI, and I hope you've understood how you can use the RTI as a tool. So that was it from my end. Thank you so much for watching.